What's up? It's Tommy again, it's Tomatomm Poker. I'm doing another hand history review, as you can see at the top. Second one I'm doing. I've got quite a few to do today because I played for quite a while yesterday. This is the $3.30 Saturday micro that I played yesterday, and as you can see from the side here, there was 7,000 entrants, or 7,817, and 1,170 min cashed, and I came just shy 1,381st. But the reason I'm doing this is because there's certain hands that I might have played differently in hindsight, or ones that I might have played well because I've probably forgotten all of them. So I'm just going to go through this now and see if I can take anything away from it, or see if we can learn, or look back in hindsight and see what the script is. So looking at the side here, I late regged into it, hence why all the stacks are different sizes obviously. So I late regged by an hour and 10 minutes, so I think there was like 50 minutes left of late registration when I bought in. So let's just go through these hands now and see what happens. And obviously hand one is going to be used to raise and fold with 5 jack, won't be playing that. 5-8 of clubs, if it limps round will probably complete as well, and then most likely fold to that raise. Yep. A lot of this is going to be standard, but good thing with poker trackers is it picks up the hands that they fold sometimes, so you can see what they've been doing. But let's look at that one. Queen 9 of clubs, I think I played this. So I needed 14% pre-flop, but I called. 180, saw a flop. Didn't donk lead into it after the aggressor checked. Yeah, that was an easy fold there. And then I would have turned it straight, obviously. I remember that. That annoyed me because it went in here. So that would have been quite a tasty pot to get. Queen 5 of hearts would be a fold. 4-10 offsuit, fold. I'm just going to skip all the folds because there's no point watching it all, as I'll be here all day otherwise. Fold. Ace-8 of diamonds under the gun. Min raise in a bit. We get 2 callers. Flop top pair with the top kicker. I think I see bet take this one down, if I remember rightly. Yep. It's a nice pot. Queen 3. Try to play another tournament as well at the same time here. That's probably a fold, yeah. Ace 10. So we've got 28 big blinds and we get a shove from sevens. That's probably a loose call for me, that. It's flop the other guy dead, nice. King Queen offsuit. It's a raise from late to try and take the blinds, I think, and a call, a shove here. You've got a call, haven't you? You're doing so well against this shoving range, and he's only got 10 big, so you've got a call. We hit a queen and take it down to 4,000. He's with 7-6. Probably going to be a C bet, take it down here because I can't see his hand. Or he bets and I fold, yeah. Not much else I could have done there. Like the rest of flops, and his calling range is all over that, so all the way around even. Yep, kings. We see a flop 3-5-6, and I see bet take it down. There's a lot of that in these tournaments because the structure is so good. I think it's like 15-minute levels, so it's quite good. So I bet here with 10s and then get raised. Hang on, let's just see what price I was getting. So pot odds there at the top. I needed 30% to call here with my 10s. So obviously if he's got overcards, then I'm ahead by about like 55% or whatever. And if he's got me dominated with an overpair, I've got 20%. So still I'm getting the right price to call here, so I think that's the best thing to do, just to call, see a flop. And a flop top set, check it to him. And he bets half pot and I just call. Check, he checks behind, and I think I just bet here and he goes all it and he folds, yeah. So it couldn't have been that strong for him to have folded there. Next up we have Ace-8 under the gun, which is a fold, up to 6,000 now. Queen 8 suited in the big is a defend. Check bet fold, yeah. Queen 6 in the small blind is a fold from a raise. 6-9 on the button is going to be a raise and take it, I think. Oh, nice. So I should be c-betting this. Yeah, so got a mergy range on the bottom there. I limp a lot at both strong and weak hands and raise a lot of strong and weak hands, so they don't know what I'm doing. Ace Jack again, easy raise, call, flop top pair, bet half pot and fold. So another standard pot. King 9 of spades. I wanted to raise there, but I can't really call a shove. Queen 3, fold. 6-7 of spades. Raise from aces. I fold. I could have peeled there. It's not horrendous to peel, but I'd obviously been dead on the flop, and that's just grim for him because he's hit a 9. He thinks he's trapping. He's checked to him. And he's check called. So the aces has played this very well, gone for max deception, and it's paid off. Aces win. Ace 4 of hearts. It's a gun +1. Maybe a tightish fold, but I can't remember what my VPIP was for this. Oh, it says here on the other screen 25% for the whole tournament, so a bit more than usual for me, but it was early in the day when I was playing this, so I wasn't at maximum. What's the word? Wasn't fully zoned in. Ace 9 on 6-6 Jack. Well, if he pots it there, even over my head, I can't really do anything about it. King Deuce, I hit a deuce and took it down. King 7, it's a fold, yeah. Ace 5, what do I do here? Don't think I'd flat. Yeah, it's a pass. King Deuce, it's a fold, yeah. Queen 6 will be a fold. Jack 9. No, pass. Ace 10. Seems a bit of a loose, a tight fold even, sorry. So pass. King 3 suited in the big blind. It's the sort of stuff I like to defend, so I just checked, so I checked it. Check back fold. Yep, fairly standard. 6-4, out of position to him and raise is a fold. Could I have called that? Don't remember that one. So he shoved there for about 18 big blinds. And I got ace 9 offsuit. So this is saying that I've got 31% based on my hand in 3 unknown hands, having all these been dealt as well. Well, pot odds were 47%, but it's, so the maths is right, it's just down to whether or not I think I should be doing. Because you can't just go on the maths, you've got to sort of augment that with your own gut instincts and stuff. So to me there, calling that much of a shove at this stage in the tournament with ace 9 wasn't the right thing to do, so I could be wrong, but took that as a fold. 10-7 suited, fold, pocket threes, raise, and we get jammed on, so I call, so getting the right price. Made it 335 and he jammed for 1500 total, so it's 10 big, so I'm probably going to call anyway. He's shoving on the one next to the button, I've forgotten the name, so he's doing that quite wide. I'm likely to be flipping, so it's 47% against. Well, it's gone down, isn't it? When I got down to him, I needed 47%, and I was getting 34. So yeah. Call, and he's flopped the absolute world, so there's no way I was going to win that on the flop. I had so many outs. Jack 10 wins, down to 5,000. pass, 8-5, easy fold to a shove, 10 deuce in the big blind, fold to a raise, 6-8 in the small, yeah, thought so, fold, ace-8, probably come along here to a, no, could have flatted there couldn't I, but I might have got into trouble. We don't see what they turned down here, so he's probably going to bet again on the river here, or maybe not. I might have got into trouble with that hand, so yeah. Ace queen, just flat. Got position on everyone. Flop top pair. And he min leads out, which I don't like. I never have liked that, so I don't like to give people. I wouldn't like to just call here. If I got something as strong as top pair, top kicker, he might have some sort of draw. I don't want to give him a good price. I don't want to just let him have it for 150. I don't usually attribute this min donk lead as strength, so in my mind I've got him beat here, so I just want to try and get the money in. But they both fold, so I've never understood that min donk and fold line. It just doesn't make any sense to me, so fair be it. Fold the 4-7, and most likely the ace-4. Yep. Queen 4 clubs. Don't think I'll be opening there. Yeah, it's a pass. Queen 6 is a pass. 10-5 of spades into the gun. Yep, fold. Jack 10 of clubs. Very, very, very sexy hand. Min raise from the small blind on a call. Flop a jack. Flat him again. Check, check. And he checked, so I thought I was beat. I thought he was beat, so went for maybe a little value bet a bit in the end, and he folded, so I thought he was. Where are we? Trade deuce suited to a raise and fold. Ace 9 offsuit, might go for a blind steal here probably. Yep, 500. Fold call. I'm assuming it's a check bet fold here. Oh. That must have been a readout at the time there, because I think this replay doesn't, it's not real time, obviously, but there must have been some sort of tell that I got there where I didn't want to see bet and then lose, because he must have either checked really quickly or something like that I've just picked up on where I've not see bet, so also it's not the best of flops for us because jacks and queens are all over his calling range, aren't they? Fold a 9-7, pocket tens. So yeah, back again, we've got pocket tens here. Click play again. So we've got 30 bigs, raise and take it. Jack 10 offsuit is most likely going to be a pass. A suit I might have opened, but there was some shorties there at the time, so didn't want to do that. Fold. 7-8 suited. Fold. There's a lot of folding in this, I know, but it's the way you got to do it. Queen 6 of diamonds. Do I defend? Yeah, it's good enough to defend. Check, check. I could have maybe bet there on a turn, like donked into him, but you might have had a king or something and called behind. Don't know why I wouldn't have bet there. Ace 6. Seems. Oh, he was short, wasn't he? Yeah. Fair enough. Ace 4. Somebody's raised, so he can't raise now with that hand. Let's fold. King Jack. Raise to 5. Obviously, at that point when we're raised to 5, we know we're calling a shove if the button shoves or if the big blind shoves. So I know these two fold, so looking at this, he's shoved for again about 11 bigs. So we need 40%. We're not quite getting that because we've only got 32% equity. That's no, we've got Oh, with 2 players left, sorry, hang on, I'll get through this. Right, now, we need 36% to call. We've got 47% against sixes, so I'm guessing that's taking into account all the other cards as well, so either way I said to myself I was calling here, so call with king jack and flop a king. It's good. Knock him out. Jack 9. It's a fold to a raise. Trade deuce, not going to be playing that. Or queen 7. Queen jack suited, however, probably are. Min raising a bit. We get re-raised, so we call. Oops, no, we calls. And as you can see, I played another tournament as well, and it's just not conducive to. Right, yeah. So best possible flop for our hand. We've got open-ended straight flush draw. So we donk lead, hoping that he's snagged a part of this. Obviously looking to get it in here, try and get it in with the best equity we've got. So we lead for 2,000 and we get a fold. So there was many ways I could have played that, but I just wanted to try and fast play it at the time, and I was sort of maybe excited the fact that he had that. But queen 10 of clubs again, it's a nice hand, so raise, take it down. 4-9 offsuit. I seem to get every big blind, but okay, it's a fold. Queen 9, fair enough. 8-6, there will be a fold to a raise. Jack 6, it folds to raise probably, no. Fair enough, that's obviously going to go in there. 10-9 offsuit, maybe tight, but fold Jack 6. A7, fold, yep. King 8 of hearts under the gun is a fold. Pocket 7's in the big blind, so I'm probably going to try and play something here on a hindsight. Hang on. I'm just shoved with kings on this other table, and there's an ace on the flop and there's action, so. And I won. Okay, don't know how that happened. So yeah, 7's on that board, check, bet, fold. Reason I fold there, I might have been ahead, he might have been a draw in hand, but oh wow, I've got aces to hand after as well. That's crazy. I've not got position here. If I call this bet, then there's going to be what, nearly 3,000 in the pot, and then I've got another 2 streets where I'm 5-bet jamming aces here. 1 second. This is crazy against ace king and ace 8, and I flopped them both within less than 1%. That is mental. Aces then kings. I've gone from, in this satellite here, I've gone from being in the bottom half to being, I think, first. I don't know, in the top 10 though. Anyway, yeah, you call here. What turns are good for us apart from a 7? So I don't think it's going to be triple barreling something that we're beating, i.e. like 6s or whatever. So if he's betting like this, then there's not many good cards that can come to help us out, so we'll be folding the turn anyway, so I might as well just fold here. So that's what I do. 4-8, not going to be playing that jargon. Ace Jack, most likely playing this hand. Get a limp under the gun, I raise it up, not to a lot, but I'd rather it be a raised pot than a limped pot, so they're obviously going to come along to get a good price. And he's flopped bottom set, so he's obviously got a lock on the hand pretty much. But he's got a pair of kings, so that's going in. Easy fold for me. Snap call, dead. Oh, maybe not. Diamond draw on the turn, like, but yep, 4-7, pass. 4-7 again, pass. 40 big blinds at this point. Fold. Pocket 5's in the big blind. We get a walk. Oh yeah, I remember that at the time. I was like, what? 3. Yeah, back again. We got 3-7. We don't anymore because we're raising and taking it. Aha, thought I was going to fold then. I'd forgotten. Yeah, you got to merge your opening ranges there to get raised off it. So be it. Jack 9. Fold to a raise. Yep. Queen 9. What happens here? Raise 6-10. Get a call from King Jack. So out of position. Flop a queen, but check it and call. Check again. He checks behind. And he doesn't barrel the river. So obviously if he bets there, we're in a position, aren't we, where we don't have a heart because we played it passively and underrepped our queen. We're in a bit of a situation there. If we had maybe somewhat a different player, that line wouldn't work against him, so we would have had to bet again on the turn for it to work against a different player, the same hand. Right, 9-8 big blind. Raise, shove, fold here. 9-3, fold. Oh no, what happened there? Go back. Go back. Right, I basically had raised and took it. It's not working. Queen 3 of hearts is a nice hand. We just limp because someone else limps. Not sure why, but probably not going to see much further in this hand here. Surprise, we're still in the pot. Yeah, I'll let him take it down. 10-4, no. 4-3, no. 3-8, no. King 10, don't know what I do here. Pass, goes in. Queen 7, big blind. It limps, so we check it. Check that fold. Oh, I'm really like God in this other tournament. 3 deuce off suit and a small, yeah, with action before. I'm not going to do anything. Jack's on the button. Get a limp in early. Another call. So we raise it up here to approximately 3 or 4 times what they've already had out. We get a call. So I bet over half pot and he calls. 9. He's going to slow down now. He's picked up a heart draw. And it's just going to go check check and I'm going to win. If I bet there, I'm not getting called by worse, so I have to bet. This is the first of 2 instances in this tournament where I ran queens into kings, one of which I could have played better, I think, and obviously if you agree or disagree, post in the comments and let me know what you think, what you would have done or etc. But here, got queens, blinds what, 2-4, so I've got over 40 big blinds at this point, so I'm not cruising like, but I'm doing alright. So he's limped for 400 again, he's been doing that a lot, so I just make it 4x, and we get a 3-bet. And at this point I said to myself, I looked at his stats on the Javaro HUD thing that I've got, and you rarely 3-bet. And when the sizing of that 3-bet wasn't like, I want to try and take this down, it's come back at me, I've got a big hand, in my opinion. He's 3-betting out of position from the small blind, it just reeks of strength. And it's almost like he's wanting to induce. So I bear that in mind and I thought, well, I'm not going to fold for that much more, so I'm either going to rip it in or call. So I thought, right, even though he's pretty much doing that with queens, kings, aces, maybe ace king, I thought I'd try and peel and just see if it was a safe flop, and if it was, I'd go with it then. But maybe I shouldn't have done that because his stack was so quite similar to mine, so not too sure how I should have played this, but here I just flat behind, so it's a safe flop for me. So more so for him. He's in position, he's got a pot size bet behind, and he checks it to me, which I think is what got me. Would I have done the same thing there with kings against a player like me? Maybe check back jam, yeah. So he's pretty much, at the time I think I said to myself, he's played kings how I would here. But I just hoped that he had. It was one of those where I called very quickly and I just said I hope he's got like ace jack or something like that, but I wasn't really thinking about it. But I had to call a lot there, didn't I? I've got to call what, 5,000. So I was getting 5 to 1. You know, at 8%. So I got too attached to my queens basically. I should have folded here because his line is so much strength. I must have just said, oh, I hope he's got hearts. So just some convoluted bad hand read basically. So it didn't work. So I called. He's obviously loving it. And yeah, so that took a lot of chips off me. Down to 5,000. Still with 10 bigs. So now with game plans completely changed. At this point as well, I think I was obviously set to make the money, even though the money was only, I think it was only like $4 or something for min cash, but I was essentially set to min cash based on my position in the field. But then I had that, so at this point I think I go out very shortly, but because of that, the game plan changed from coasting to a min cash to trying to chip up and make sure we try and get to the money. So 8 deuce, obviously playing tight now, so I'm not going to play that. Not interested for king 4. Pocket 3s. I gibbonsed. I like doing that sometimes. Limp under the gun. You encourage some other limpers round. It's fairly transparent if you do it with a weak hand all the time. So I've done it a few times with like jacks or something once I think, but not often enough for it to work. So yeah, obviously with that flop, we're not in the hand anymore. Goodbye. So yeah, that was fairly expensive, and I think I wouldn't have done this if I was playing optimally, but limping under the gun with 3s and calling off like 30% of your stack's not the best. So I flopped a deuce here, turned a straight draw, so I'm going to bet it on her, take it down. It's a nice little stack, so that's pretty much counteracted the 3s, and then not 10 hands later or 5 hands later or whatever it was, we get queens again. Someone else has got kings, not the same guy, but it's the guy on our left again who's got kings. So I think this plays out fairly standardly. I've got like 8 big blinds, there's a raise in front of me, I shove over the top, reshove, fold, kings into queens again. And I had some back doors, but alas wasn't to be, so yeah, that's that. So that first queens, obviously if I'd have played that any differently, then it's changes your tournament, doesn't it? If I try and get away from that in the flop, I've lost some chips, but I'm still in with a shout, so I would have min cashed, I would have gone a bit deeper or whatever, but just shows how your entire session can be defined by a couple of hands. So obviously I'm not too bothered about this second one because it's just played itself, but the first one I wish I'd have played the queen slightly differently, but hindsight's hindsight innit? Didn't do it at the time, so yeah. 7,000 entrants and I came 1,381st, but good little tournament to play, a couple of grand up top if I'd gone deep enough, but wasn't the case this time. So hit me up in the comment section if you want to chat or you want to laugh at me for playing queens like a muppet, or if you want to comment on any hands, and so be it. I will reply and we'll try and improve our games together. So